In the annals of Vietnamese history, few stories capture the spirit of defiance and national pride quite like the uprising of the Two Trung Sisters. Their tale is one of resilience and courage, echoing across centuries as a symbol of Vietnam's enduring quest for independence. To understand the significance of their revolt, it is essential to journey back to the 1st century, a time when the land known today as Vietnam was under foreign domination. The Han Dynasty of China, then at the pinnacle of its power, extended its reach southward, bringing the region of Jiaoqi, northern Vietnam, under its control. The Han administration imposed strict laws, heavy taxes, and attempted to erode local customs, demanding conformity to Chinese ways. For the people of Vietnam, this foreign rule was not only oppressive, but an affront to their identity and traditions. Amidst this climate of discontent, two remarkable women emerged as leaders, Trắc and Trưng, sisters born into a noble family in the district of Mê Linh. Their upbringing instilled in them a deep sense of justice and a fierce loyalty to their homeland. Trắc, the elder sister, was married to Sach, himself a local lord who harbored strong anti-Han sentiments. When Sach was executed by the Han authorities for his resistance, Trak's grief turned to resolve. Alongside her sister Trưng, she vowed to avenge her husband's death and liberate her people from foreign domination. In the year 40 CE, the sisters raised the banner of rebellion. Their call to arms resonated far and wide, igniting a flame of resistance across the northern regions. Women and men alike rallied to their cause, united by a shared longing for freedom. The Trung sisters led the charge, directing their forces with strategic acumen and inspiring bravery. Their army, numbering in the thousands, swiftly gained ground against the Han garrisons, capturing more than 60 citadels in a matter of months. The rapid success of the uprising sent shockwaves through the Han administration. For the first time in decades, the Chinese imperial grip on the region was broken. The Trung sisters established themselves as co-rulers, restoring Vietnamese customs and abolishing oppressive taxes and laws imposed by the Han. Their rule, though brief, was marked by efforts to revive local traditions and empower the people. What set this rebellion apart from so many others was not simply its military achievements, but the central role played by women. The Trung sisters commanded respect and loyalty not only as leaders, but as symbols of the indomitable spirit of Vietnamese women. According to legend, they were joined by 36 female generals, whose courage became the stuff of folklore. Their leadership challenged the prevailing norms of the era, demonstrating that women were not only capable of participating in war, but could also be the heart of a nation's struggle for freedom. Yet the Han Dynasty was not prepared to relinquish its southern territories. In 42 CE, the emperor dispatched a formidable army under the command of General Ma Yuan, a seasoned and ruthless commander. Faced with overwhelming force, the Vietnamese rebels fought valiantly, but were ultimately outmatched. The Trung sisters, rather than face capture and humiliation, are said to have chosen to end their lives by leaping into the Hat River. Their sacrifice became a defining moment in Vietnamese cultural memory, transforming them from mere historical figures into enduring symbols of resistance. The legacy of the Trung sisters extends far beyond the events of their uprising. In the centuries that followed, their story would be invoked again and again by later generations facing foreign domination. Their courage inspired other heroines, such as Lady Trieu, and fueled the collective Vietnamese determination to preserve autonomy and identity. Temples were erected in their honor, festivals celebrated their memory, and their names became synonymous with patriotism. Culturally, the Trung sisters occupy a unique place in the Vietnamese psyche. Every year, their rebellion is commemorated in vibrant festivals, processions, and rituals. Their story is woven into the fabric of national education, teaching children the value of loyalty, bravery, and resistance to injustice. Statues and monuments stand in their memory, not only as reminders of their deeds, but as beacons of hope in times of adversity. Their uprising also resonates in the broader context of world history, as an early example of women leading a major revolt against a powerful empire. In an era when most societies relegated women to the background, the Trưng sisters broke the mold, commanding armies and governing with authority. Their example challenges assumptions about gender roles in ancient societies and illuminates the often overlooked contributions of women to the shaping of nations. The Trưng sisters' story is not just one of military resistance, but of cultural affirmation. Under Han rule, the Vietnamese people faced not only political subjugation, but also the threat of cultural erasure. The Han administration sought to assimilate the local population, imposing language, customs, and even clothing styles. By leading a rebellion rooted in the defense of Vietnamese identity, the Trưng sisters asserted the right of their people to exist on their own terms. Their brief period of self-rule, though ultimately suppressed, planted seeds of resistance that would bear fruit in later centuries. The memory of their uprising provided a rallying point for subsequent revolts, reinforcing the idea that foreign domination, however powerful, was not unassailable. This legacy of defiance became a cornerstone of Vietnamese national consciousness, shaping the course of the nation's history. Today, the Trưng sisters are remembered not only as warriors, but as mothers of the Vietnamese nation. Their images adorn currency, their names grace streets and schools, and their deeds are recounted in poems and songs. They serve as role models, reminding all who hear their story that the quest for freedom is a timeless struggle, demanding courage, sacrifice, and unity. Their uprising stands as a testament to the power of ordinary people to change the course of history. In the face of overwhelming odds, the Trưng sisters dared to dream of liberty and acted upon that dream. Their lives, though marked by tragedy, became a beacon for generations to come, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can rise, unbowed and unbroken. As the centuries pass, the story of the Trưng sisters continues to inspire. It is a story not just of resistance, but of hope. A hope that the values for which they fought will endure, and that their courage will never be forgotten. In honouring their memory, the Vietnamese people celebrate not only their past, but their enduring commitment to freedom, dignity, and self-determination.